Hi. If you don't like leopard breasts or manifestation, this live's not for you. But if so, and you do like it, continue to watch. Hi, Karen, you're number one this morning. I did a hell of a whole lot of manifestation research this weekend because I was going on a binge. When I'm obsessed with something, I don't stop until I fully understand it, until I can fully embody it. And I'm not going to let my subconscious mind win. It's just not going to happen. The subconscious mind is one of the greatest battles you'll ever fight if you are willing and able to take it on. Most people never will, because this is one of the most challenging things you'll ever do in your life. Hi everybody, I am very high energy this morning. The sun is finally out. I'm going to go running. Everything's going to be great. Supreme Rising. So, over the weekend, I was binge watching way too many videos on manifestation, subconscious mind, Neville Goddard, everything, right? Hi. And two different videos stood out to me. You know, you always get these little puzzle pieces for things. And this one video that I watched of this English girl, I don't know who she is. I don't remember the name of her page. She's gorgeous. And I'm like, I've never seen this girl before. Like, I've seen most of the, like, bigger pages on YouTube of these manifesting people that I watch. And I've never seen her. And she was talking about, and I spoke about this before, but it just clicked when she said it in this way, that the subconscious mind doesn't care what you tell it, it believes anything that you say, right? And she gave the analogy of when you put all this salt on a table and you use a certain vibration to cause a certain shape. So say we put on a vibration and it makes the shape of a heart. The salt doesn't care what vibration you put on the table. It's just going to go and shape itself according to that frequency. If you do a different frequency, it's going to do a completely different shape. Maybe it looks like a snowflake. The salt doesn't care what vibration you put on the table. It's going to give you that formation. And it is the same exact thing with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind doesn't care what you tell it. It accepts it as truth, and then it forms that shape. So if we're constantly telling ourselves negative things, or our programming is inherently negative, our subconscious isn't going to say, you shouldn't be thinking negative like this. Your subconscious just accepts that you're not worthy. Your subconscious just accepts that you're always abandoned. Your subconscious always accepts that you're not lovable. Your subconscious always accepts that you're too fat. Your subconscious accepts you're not good enough for this job. Your subconscious mind does not care what you tell it. It just accepts it as truth. It's not going to argue with you and say, you shouldn't be thinking about this. You shouldn't be thinking like that. Our subconscious mind is just a supercomputer that literally tells us, or that literally is programmed, and then projects it out into our reality. So when I watched this video with the salt that was creating all these shapes, it just kind of clicked, and it's just like, whatever energy we're putting out there, the universe isn't saying, maybe you should think differently, or maybe you should think more positively. It doesn't care. And when we say the universe always has my back, the universe is you or me. Do you have your own back? When you're saying, oh, the universe has my back, everything works out for me, the universe is taking care of it. We are the universe. We are God in the flesh. So if we have those abilities, we have to have our own back. Again, it's not something out there. It's not a force outside of ourselves. God and the universe is within us. If God is consciousness and we are consciousness, then we are God. in whatever way you want to twist that. Religion teaches us that God is outside of ourselves. God is not outside of us. God is within us. So if we are all God, that means that we have the ability to create the things that we want in our life. Right? And I'll give you the second example, which was Joe Dispenza. This was a good one because I don't always understand Joe Dispenza because I don't know, sometimes it's too complicated for me, or it just isn't in the way that I can fully grasp. But he was talking about how people always want to try to change other people. You want to try to change the way that someone's going to show up for you. In matter, like we are matter, right? In the physical form, we want to try to change things. But it's much easier to change things in the energetic field than it is in the actual physical field. Yes, this live will be saved. All my Mondays and Fridays are saved. So when we're trying to change, we want to change a person in the physical field. We want to get that job in the physical field. We want to attract that car in the physical field. We want to get that house in the physical field. But when you go into the realm of energy, the realm of energy is so much easier to mold and attain than the physical world. So if you're seeing things in your energy field, things that are not yet seen in this world, like Neville Goddard always talks about, seeing what is not yet seen means seeing it energetically in your mind. It's much easier to mold the energetic field than it is the physical field. When you said there's no one to change but self. So we're busy trying to change a person. This person doesn't love me and I'm going to tell them and I'm going to give them an ultimatum. We're trying to change things in the physical world where creation is already finished, instead of going within our mind in the energy field where everything is created. So if you're trying to change something out here, that's already done. But the thing that you truly want has to start in your mind first. So when you believe that you can change anything, it's because you're changing it in the energetic field first. If it's a person that you want to change or shift, it's you that has to change first. It's you that has to see them differently. Because they are only reflecting your innermost thoughts and feelings. If someone is not showing up for you, if someone is abandoning you, your innermost fear and desire, not because you desire, but because that is what you feel it real, that is the only way that a person can show up for you. If someone always cheats on you, it's because you believe you're always cheated on in life. It's because you always feel or felt like you were not worthy of proper love in life. So the only thing to change is self. Changing self is not a physical thing. Changing self is an energetic thing. Because the energy, the dominant energy that we put out into the world is what is boomerang back to us. So when Joe Dispenza talked about people are trying to change physical matter, when it's just so much easier to change the energy of it. When you see someone differently in your mind, it's because you're changing yourself. You're realizing, yes, I am worthy of love. Yes, I am worthy of this job. Whatever the scenario is, when you change that, people show up differently. Experiences show up differently. Opportunities show up differently. When you change the energy around something or around a person, they have no choice, or it has no choice to show up differently. Any training or tips to change energy or eliminate fear of love? I'm so glad you asked. Hypnosis. Hypnosis, hypnosis. I'm actually doing theta healing tomorrow, which is like a form of hypnosis. So I'm going to see how that is. I just did a hypnosis session, 3 of them, that helped tremendously. It introduces new ideas to the subconscious mind. Some people just say, well, you just have to change your mind. Yeah, no shit. It is not that easy. For some people, maybe you can overcome that, but for people that have deeply rooted programming of not being chosen, of not being good enough, of being abused, you can't just wake up one day and just say, oh, I'm not going to think like that anymore. It doesn't work like that. Because the programming in your mind still exists. You can overcome some things, but those are some things that are not as deeply ingrained as others. Like a lot of people have financial issues. Think about the way that you were brought up. Think about, did your parents always fight over money? Think about, did your parents always say, we can't afford this? Think about if your parents always say, you can't go to that school, we don't have the money for it. Think about if your parents say that education is too expensive. Think about your parents saying, we can't afford those clothes. Think about your parents if they just fought constantly. It was always about money. There was never enough. Your deeply rooted programming is going to be coming from a poverty mindset for the rest of your life unless you change it. For some people, it might not be that difficult to wake up one day and just start to like really chip away at it. And for other people, it's going to be one of the most difficult things to reprogram because it's so deeply ingrained in you. Same thing with love. For many people in this world, they have a very shattered illusion of love because of the way that they grew up, because of what they saw growing up, because of how they were treated when they were growing up. And you have this deep-seated belief that feels like it's in your soul. No matter what you do, you're pushing people away. No matter what you do, you ruin your chance at love. No matter what you do, you feel insecure. No matter what you do, you're afraid that someone's going to cheat on you. No matter what you do, you feel someone's going to leave you. There are many different scenarios that we have that are our programmings that are just not that easy to wake up one day and just say, oh, I'm just going to change my thoughts. Like there's a lot of manifestation coaches out there that I've seen that are just like, you just change your thoughts. Yeah, no shit. Tell that to someone that has the most deep-rooted program of, I am not worthy because they were abused or because they had parents that didn't give a shit about them. Tell that to someone. Just change your thoughts. It's the most irresponsible thing that somebody could tell you because that makes you feel like you are defective. Why can't I change? Why can't I just wake up and be different? Because you can't. Unless you delete a program in a computer, the program's always going to be in the computer. So unless you delete the program in your computer, the program's always going to be in your computer. You don't get to just override it. There are some people that can do it, but that's because that programming maybe wasn't as difficult as someone else's. But every person isn't the same, where you say, just think different. I wish I could. And there are some times you get into a relationship, you're like, wow, I really changed. Like, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. Then someone starts picking away at your wounds. And all of a sudden, your wounds are ripped open again because you never overrode that programming from childhood. No one taught us how to do this. But there's a lot of teachers that don't teach you how to do it. They just say, think a different thought. Wow, that's a novel idea. So that leads me, I'm going to get into this part, which is another new book called Subconscious Mind. It's little by Robert Blair. Triggers to shivers. Okay. It is important to point out that your thoughts travel out into the universe, draw towards them other thoughts vibrating on a similar frequency. Everything in the universe is composed of energy and has a certain vibration that it exudes at all times. Things that share a similar vibration are drawn towards one another, which is why the saying goes, like attracts like. Why do I keep attracting the same kind of people? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of scenarios? It's just your vibration. Thanks, Karen. It's just your vibration. There's no secret. It's not a trick. It's just the vibration that you put out there. Until you change your vibration, which means changing your programming, but it doesn't always. So let me just back up with that. We can shift our vibration, right, little by little every day. And just decide that we're going to wake up and just be happy. We're just going to decide that we're going to wake up and this is how our day is going to go. And if we wake up every single day and we decide, I'm going to write down how my day is going to go. Something amazing is going to happen to me today. I'm going to eat a really great breakfast. I'm going to do my meditation or whatever it is. I'm going to go to work and I'm not going to let the small things bother me. We can make small shifts like that every single day. That alone changes your vibrational frequency. You don't have to change it all at once. You don't have to just delete the whole program so everything can be great. You can do it in very, very small steps. It's not the end of your life if you're just like, I can't change. Like, why can't I change my mind? You can do it in very small steps every day, and that changes your vibration and your energy. So if everything in the universe is composed of energy and has a very specific vibration, things on that similar vibration then start to come to you. So if every day you wake up, you're like, I hate my job. Today's going to be the worst day. Like, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait till it's 4 o'clock when I can leave my job and go home and have a drink. Your day's going to unfold like shit. But if you start waking up every day and you say, you know what, today's going to be better than it was yesterday. Something good's going to happen to me today. I'm going to just meet a random person that's going to change the course of my day. How many times have you been walking down the street, you're having the worst day or wherever you are, and someone just says to you, oh my God, you look so nice today. And you're just like, thank you. Like, it just totally shifts. What does it shift? It shifts your what? Your energy. So then the rest of your day, your energy is shifted just because someone gave you a compliment. In the same way, if you're walking down the street and you trip over something, and your morning was already awful, you're going to carry that energy with you. You're going to carry that energy with you, and then more things are going to make your day shitty. But if you start to lead your day with the intention, or with the energy that something amazing is going to happen to me today, I can guarantee you that something just good is going to happen. Just like if you go out into the world every single day with, I know my partner is talking to somebody else. I know that they're going to cheat on me. And you're sitting there envisioning these things and these scenarios. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to push that person into somebody else's arms because of your insecurity. But your insecurity is the vibration. The vibration that they get every single day. And you're just like, ugh, get me away from this person. Like, you're so insecure. Like, get away from me. You're literally energetically pushing somebody to somebody else. So the thing that you thought over and over again becomes a thing that you thought in the three-dimensional world. Because you created that scenario with your mind. Not them. You. Since I've been following you, I've been in 3 timelines. Take me with you. No, I'm in a different timeline right now, so I hear you. Okay. When you come across someone at a social situation who is as passionate about plantation and is a staunch environmentalist like you, it is because your thoughts and those of that person met somewhere in the universe and had fun of their own. They then bring you and the other person together because the two of you share the same energy and vibration. So think about how crazy that is. When you come across someone that has the same type of thoughts as you, you met that person somewhere in the energetic universe and you had these conversations. And then you're brought together in the physical plane because we share the same energy and vibration. It's like we're in the energy field having a party, and then we're invited to another party down here together. Right? It's like all of us on here. We're like-minded people. We're on similar, mommy, We're on similar vibrational frequencies. So we found each other even on Instagram. Right? We find the people that we what? Vibrate with. Oh, I vibe with that person. What does that mean? I vibe with someone. It means your vibrational frequency or energy are on the same playing field and you want to play together. Think about that. When people don't understand energy and frequency, just look around you. All the people in your world are on your same frequency. And if you don't like the people around you, then you don't change the people. You change yourself. You change your own energy that you're putting out. If you find yourself around all people that are losers and don't want to do anything in life, and they settle for mediocrity, that ain't have nothing to do with them. It has to do with you. You change your energy and frequency. You decide, I don't resonate with these people anymore. I am ready to level up. What do I want? And when you start putting that energy out there of what you want, and you feel it to be real, when you feel it to be real, it happens. I'm glad you're here too, Serena. Similarly, everything that you feel is drawn towards you happens because of the thoughts you brewed up by your subconscious. All the good experiences you encounter and all the not so happy ones are also brought closer to you by your thoughts. Okay? All the good experiences you encounter and all the not so happy ones are also brought closer to you by your own thoughts. By your own thoughts and thinking. We bring this to ourselves. What are your dominant thoughts? What are the dominant thoughts that you have? Are they, I never get what I want in life? Anybody that's in here, what are your dominant thoughts? Please comment them and be honest. This isn't like, I'm happy every day, I am love. Like, be honest. What are your dominant thoughts that rule you? Because that's going to tell you where your life is going. They never have enough money. Why does she not pick me? What is your dominant thought? Women, I think of your beautiful soul. Everyone I put a string tank top on. I don't think that was English. People annoy the fuck out of me. Okay. I'm not skinny enough. Financial instability, anxiety and stress. But let's get more specific, right? Let's get very specific. Financial instability, does it mean money is hard to make? Does it mean I never have enough? I'm like a massive tuning aerial. Definitely a money worry at the moment, but that's new. I'm always alone, okay? Why can't I get into a good relationship? These are very honest. I cannot support myself and be independent. Thanks, but I won't write it as I will bring it into fruition. Okay, so if you already think it every single day, it already is in fruition. It already exists. It is your most dominant thought from the bottom of your soul. And it's okay to be honest about it. It's okay to say it out loud because that's you having awareness of what that thought is so that you can pinpoint how that you can change it. If we don't know what our deepest fear is or worry every day, how could we change it? If we're not honest about the things that we think every single day, how could we change it? Most people don't really know what their problem is. If you're like, well, what is your biggest issue in life? No, people don't know. What is your deepest? I don't know what this is. To give my sons better learning environment, I drive in a lot of traffic and it's stressing me out. I am at peace no matter what. That's why your name is Namaste Me. I love it. Yes, if we hide from the truth, we cannot address and change it. A lot of teachers will say, don't say it because you're manifesting that. A lot of teachers are idiots because you know why? If you're not honest with yourself, with what you're actually thinking, how are you going to change it? And if that's your innermost, deeply rooted programming, it's already manifested. It doesn't matter if you say it out loud. If your deepest fear is I am not loved or I am always alone, you're probably already alone. You already manifested. You've been manifesting it your whole life. That's what your energetic frequency is. You can't attract anything else. Just because you say it out loud doesn't mean you're going to make it more true. It's already true. Unless you change your energy around that, unless you change your belief around that, it's already going to be true whether you say it out loud or you say it in your head. It's worse when you say it in your head because you just keep feeling it real every single day. Well, I'm alone. Like, I'm so alone. Like, I'm always alone. I can never be good enough for somebody. Like, that person's always going to leave. This person ghosted me. I'm always ghosted. I'm never, I'm not enough. You already believe it. It's so deeply rooted in you, it can't be more alive than it already is. So you saying something out loud, it doesn't make it already true. It's already true. You're already living it. We're already living our worst nightmare because this is what we manifested, because this is the energy that we put out our entire lives, because nobody ever taught us how to do this. Okay, Kim, hold up. Kim's talking about robotic affirmations, which is, thank you for reminding me, that is what I've been doing all weekend. And I never spoke about this before on a live. Robotic affirmations. Let me tell you something. I've been at this manifestation thing for several years. Visualization, great. Everybody has their own method that works with them or resonates with them, okay? Robotic affirmation literally changed the game for me, and that was literally just over this weekend, okay? I've been attracting no good people. That's my old story. Hold that thought. Robotic affirmations can change the game so fast and give you what you want so fast, it's going to blow your mind. And I read about robotic affirmations long ago, and I just it didn't resonate with me then. I was like, you know what? I never tried robotic affirmations. Let me do that. Let me see what's up with the robotic affirmations. I said mine aloud, and Krystal gave me a new perspective on it that helped you change it easier. The robotic affirmations is just saying one or two affirmations. Even if it's like, I am loved, or I am making I am making $10,000 a week. You repeat that phrase over and over and over again. Why? Reprogramming the subconscious mind is repetition. Okay? Kim says try Parrot app. That's scary, but yeah. When you want to reprogram your subconscious mind, it is through repetition. Just like your ABCs. How did we learn our ABCs? By repeating them 6,000 times. You will never forget your ABCs as long as you live. As long as you live, you will never forget your ABCs. So I'm always provided for. That could be your robotic affirmations. There are different YouTubers that talk about robotic affirmations doing 3 10-minute sessions a day, where you set aside 10 minutes of your day, whether you're cleaning your dishes, whether you're walking the dog, whether you're doing, washing clothes, cleaning up. You just repeat the same affirmation over and over again in 10-minute increments. I mean, you could do it longer. You could do whatever you want. If you want something in your subconscious mind to change, robotic affirmations is going to blow your mind. You might feel insane. There's no feeling behind it. There's nothing. You just repeat, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am chosen, I am chosen, I am chosen, I am chosen. And you could say it in your mind. You don't have to say them out loud. But even when you're washing dishes, I am always chosen, I am always chosen, I am always chosen. I am making $10,000 a week, I am making $10,000 a week, I make whatever it is, robotic affirmations are insane because you're repeating something so much that your subconscious mind is accepting that idea. Okay? I am an affirmation, actually. It accepts the idea. You're just repeating something. It's like ABCs. If you repeated your ABCs and you practice your ABCs with your toddler over and over again, they're going to learn it much faster than if you did it like once a week, right? So if you're doing your robotic affirmations, let's align my chakras with the light. If you are repeating those affirmations robotically for 10 minutes straight, that's like hundreds of times, and you do it 3 times a day, or you do it 10 times a day at 10 minutes each, that idea is going to be impressed so much faster, and you're going to get what you want. Your reality is going to shift so much faster. I want you to trust me on this. I want you to trust me on this, and at a later time, I'll tell you why. I just manifested the craziest thing that I thought was going to be so difficult. But every time that I felt like, no, I can't have this, it's too hard, I would just start repeating. Block it out of my mind. I would not allow myself to think of the negative portion of that scenario, and I would just loop these affirmations over and over again. Even if you are dead broke, and your goal is that I am making whatever it is per week, or I have the most successful business, or my business is booming and I'm completely sold out of this product, or I'm booked out for 3 months, loop that affirmation as much time as you can put into it. Even if you're just writing an email or something, or doing something that you don't have to really pay attention to, probably not writing an email, but even when you're driving in the car, loop that affirmation over and over again. Pick 1 or 2 phrases and loop it. And anybody that starts to do this, I want you to DM me and tell me that you got what you wanted in an hour, in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days, in a week. By every single day, do not waver. Anytime you think a negative thought, just start doing your robotic affirmations over and over again. Over and over and over again. To the point where, like, you don't even know what you're saying. The words are just happening. You don't have to feel them. It's just literally repeating. I manifested a new car doing this. When I tell you, just everything in life is energy. Everything in life is energy. When you tap into that energy, there's nothing that can stop you from getting what you want. Nothing. Nothing. Robotic affirmation will change your game if that's what you resonate with. I like doing visualizations. I like doing all that stuff. But for me, and this is the new revelation over the last weekend, I really like robotic affirmations. They work faster than I could even want to admit. Right? I wanted to meet you, and I did. I think I manifested it. Dark berry juice. You 100% manifested that. What are the odds that we were in Santa Monica at the very same moment when we got to meet each other? 100%. I do the cheek push-ups now too. My cheek push-ups, I did them just before I came on, because I got to work my cheekbones. So again, going back to robotic affirmations. Okay, hang on. I never bring anybody in with me, and you guys know that, but I am on social media. So let's see how that goes. I press accept. Oh my God, it worked.
What? Oh my, we manifested that.
What's going on right now?
We manifested that.
Still.
Wow, this is the first time I'm able to go live. Like,
that's weird.
I'm not allowed to go live.
I know. So usually it's like a blank screen, or they won't allow me to go live, especially with someone like yourself.
Someone like me.
Well, Sue, I mean, I don't know if you're more shadow banned than me. I mean, we can maybe be a competition for shadow banning.
Yeah, I think I'm probably one of the most shadow banned people in the world. If you go search Stu Peters, all the fake Stu Peters show up. Mine doesn't show up at all. You have to like literally put @Stu Peters official in order for for you to be able to find me. What do you think of the burgundy tie today? Do you like the burgundy tie?
I think it looks really
Yeah.
good. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it scare the deep state, high-ranking government officials and the globalist cabal, the evil people that are trying to kill our kids?
It might. It
Yeah.
might.
I think
Absolutely.
I'm going to wear this tie at their public executions after a fair trial, of course, a speedy judicial process.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yes, after due process plays out, of course. That's the caveat.
Yeah.
So,
Are you getting ready to work?
yeah, I am getting ready to work. What are we talking about here? I just saw that you were live. It said request to join. I decided to join. I didn't think, I
Stu,
never dreamed I'd be able to.
every Monday and Friday at 9:30 a.m., I discuss how to attract the greatest things in your life. So I was just talking about robotic affirmations, which is perfect that you stumbled upon this. Robotic affirming is using one or two phrases over and over again for 10, 20, or 30 minutes out of your day when you're walking the dog, when you're washing dishes, and you say something over and over again. Say
Every day,
it's
every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
That's fine, but you could be a lot more specific. And we can talk about this later on a phone call about certain scenarios that get you the things that you want, because it works with attracting a person. It works with the perfect job. It works with anything that you can think of.
Okay. Yeah, let's hop on a phone call in a little bit. I do have to get into this morning meeting.
Thank
So,
you for
yep.
gracing us with your presence, but you and I have a lot of things to discuss,
Yes,
which could be at a later time today.
we absolutely do have a lot of things to discuss.
Yes,
Now that I'm here, can I just ask all your people, please go follow me at Stu Peters Official, because there's
absolutely.
no other way that I'm going to be able to get this message out.
Yes.
Somebody said that I'm gone.
You're not gone. You're still here. Oh,
Weird.
absolutely. You're frozen. So,
No,
oh, no, you're not.
I'm moving.
Oh,
I
no,
just
you're okay.
see. I have the ability to freeze. Watch. Check it out.
I get it, Stu. I just thought you were frozen because this is stop.
I love you all. Have an
We
awesome Monday.
love you too. Talk to you later. Okay. Stu Peters dropping in to say what's up. Okay. What time is it? Because I've been talking. Oh, it's almost my time. Okay. Where were we? Okay, so we were at robotic affirming. So robotic affirming, anyone that starts their robotic affirming, I want you to send me a DM and tell me that you manifested exactly what you wanted. Are we clear on robotic affirming? Does everybody understand robotic affirming? You don't have to believe what you're saying. You don't have to say it with feeling. You don't have to say it in a certain way. You're just looping the same idea over and over again so that your subconscious mind sinks that belief into it and it becomes your programming. Okay, we got a lot of yeses. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, it's beautiful. Give an example. Okay. Well, what is something that you want to attract? I'm in a loving relationship. I'm in a loving relationship. I'm in a loving relationship. Or I own my own farm. 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 Or I have a farm with 36 animals. I have a farm with 36 animals. Something that's easy that you can just repeat, right? Can't wait to circle this into my day. Yes. The more specific, the better. Like, Jewel, if you're just like, I have the perfect car. I have the perfect car. Like, maybe you'll get the car, but you're just like, I like it, but it's not the perfect car. Maybe it's, I have a brand new 2025 Jaguar. I have a brand new 2025 Jaguar. The more specific you are, it's like getting in a taxi cab and you say, oh, just take me to the store. And they take you to a random store. You're like, I didn't want to go here. You're like, well, you told me to go take you to a store, so I took you to a store. The universe is the same way. If you're not specific enough, the universe will just bring you something that maybe it resembles what you want. I want a white, or I am driving a white car with red interior, BMW, and whatever it is. But make it short. Make it short. Like your very specific things or things that you write down, like with your scripting, but with a robotic affirming, I'm living in my perfect dream home. I'm living in my perfect dream home. Write down the specifics. Your subconscious mind will understand that, but just know what the specifics are. If you don't know your destination. How the hell are you going to get there? What kind of partner do you want? Write down the specifics. I'm in my dream relationship with so-and-so. It could be a specific person. Even someone that's not talking to you. They blocked you. They don't want to speak to you. The universe is a supermarket where you have the money for anything. I love that. The universe is a supermarket where you go shopping for anything that you want, but know what you're looking for. When you come into a store and someone says, "Hi, can I help you find anything?" And you're just like, "No, I'm just looking." Get specific. What is it that you're looking for? What are you looking for? I'm going to get more specific. Jewel, that's the only way you're going to get exactly what you want is when you're very specific. Right? It's already yours. I hope that this slide was empowering, that we use our robotic affirmations and we get shit going and get the things that we want in our lives. Okay? I don't know what I said, Kayla. What was a good saying? I love you all. I will repost this live. Go and save it. Comment on it. Do whatever the hell you want. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are joining from. And I will see you all on Wednesday night for X39 Cellular Repair Testimonials. Let's go and get and loop our affirmations. Robotic Affirming. DM me when you get the thing that you want. Oh, the supermarket. Love you all.